accept. Where them hands, where them holes, where them throws, you know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm trying to capture this conversation that I was having here with Master Raymond, and we were talking about Mushin, flow state, and a state of no mind. He was talking about how he's seen this Mushin and flow state in martial arts and in other sports, particularly professional sports. I actually use Mushin and flow state in my day job when it comes to looking for software defects because my day job is as a software tester. So before we get started, Raymond, go ahead and give a really brief introduction of yourself.
Hi, my name is Master Raymond Ramastar. I'm a 5th degree black belt in Cecil Taekwondo and a brown belt in Cecil Taekwondo. I have a background in football, Western boxing, some Hapkido, and basic Kung Fu and basic BJJ.
Okay. Well, you misspoke about your brown belt. Your brown belt's not in Cecil Taekwondo. It's in Cecil
Sorry.
Judo.
Cecil Judo.
Right.
I have a 5th degree black belt in Cecil Taekwondo.
Right. You got a 5th degree. Now I'm doing it. Yeah, you got a brown belt in Judo, Nikyu.
Yep.
From me. And if you don't know who I am, just check the about section of this channel. So if you've never heard of Mushin, that means no mind. It's basically people talk about getting in the zone. I think the best example I've ever seen depicted in a movie of the zone is the Spider. You know, I always say that Spider-Man. When Spider-Man in the first movie after he gets bitten, when things slow down and Flash Thompson is trying to punch him in the face. So that was the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man back. What was that? 2000?
It was 2007.
2007, 2008. That's really what it's like for Mushin when you're talking about something physical. Your mind speeds up so that things slow down and you got a hyper decision making time. But your actions are still slow, so you got to make moment by moment decisions.
Yeah.
So if you hang around long enough and do some really good intense sparring, you can get into that Mushin state. But tell them what you were saying about how Mushin helps you with sports and things like that.
Yeah. So I definitely know that Mushin no mind, or and how the ceremony often depicted about not chasing many rabbits. Say Mushin no mind, empty your mind, have a clear head when going about your sword cutting, your sword movements, and your blocking and your punching and striking and grappling. And that can be applied to today's basketball. Just for example, I remember LeBron James saying that the flow state is similar to football. So I applied that to my running. With my running, I would get down into my stance. Every football player knows when running a 40-yard dash. That 40-yard dash is very important. Trying to increase the speed. Going from, if you want to go from a 5-5 or a 6 flat to a 5 flat, flow state can help you do that. Getting down, the stance position can help you. The stretching of your legs can help you. And just relaxing your body, strengthening your muscles, building the tension as you run. And then just releasing the energy, building energy and releasing, building your legs up and releasing. Even losing a few pounds, shredding some weight, and then having certain weights on you, different types of weights on you when you walk, and getting in the pool and doing the flow state as you walk in small amounts of water. I think that is my athletic training advice. That's what I did to get faster when I ended up running a 4.6.
Yeah, I saw him when he got in that fast. He'd actually gotten faster than he was when he was in college. Now, I don't dare consider myself to be very athletic. I know you disagree with that, but
yeah, I think you're very athletic.
It's not natural. It doesn't come natural to me. I really had to work for it. And but where I tend to use flow state now is I like to use it a lot in my day job. When I was still doing rap actively, yeah, of course, flow state came with freestyling flow, trying to remove the barrier between myself and the words so I could come up with things to say moment by moment on point. And every once in a while, if I create some music and do some freestyle, I can do it there. But mainly I use it when I am trying to do exploratory testing on a product.
Right.
I want to try to move my hands across the keyboard or with the mouse as fast as I can, or try to use my mind to come up with illogical paths to try to see if I can get the software to do something it's not supposed to do, as well as making sure that I can get it to do something that it's supposed to do. And going into flow state helps too if I have a lot of stuff to get done and I need to get it done. I need to go as fast as I can, but I still need to be careful. If I can get myself into a simple flow state, that helps me to move. And it's going to sound like I'm bragging, but it's been times over the years when I've done stuff and the people monitoring thought that I was using, that it wasn't a person at the keyboard. They thought that it was a robot or like some kind of automated script, and it was actually me doing it, because they said, wait a minute, you reacted too fast to that. We thought it was a robot, but it was actually you. Now, an easy way for everybody else that hasn't played pro football and is not naturally athletic, I call that the rest of us, to get in the flow state is just to breathe. Here's an easy breathing exercise that they like to give you, whether you're doing yoga or martial arts or probably some other sports too.
Yeah.
Breathe in. They call it one-to-one breathing. So you breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So if you want to call it one-to-one, that means you basically breathe in a few times, maybe 3 or 4 times, for the same amount of counts. You can use this to do your count. So let's breathe in for a count of 8. Ready to go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hit the emptying of your lungs right when you get to 8 steps, 8 counts. You can also use a metronome to do this. Do that a few times and then just breathe normally. That can help you relax. Now, different people have different tricks they've used for flow state. I've seen people use their favorite song. You can put on classical music. That's supposed to be a good one. I sparred against a guy way, way back in the day. It's probably about 30 years ago now. He went in a flow state listening to old funk songs. He'd get something going in his headphones, and he went that before the tournament. And then when he was sparring, it was almost like he was dancing to the tunes in his head. So whatever you can do to get your mind in that perfect state of, I guess you could call it, relaxed readiness. That's how you can go into flow state. And you can use flow state for writing. If you're a fiction author, you can use it for writing. You can use it if you have a lot of work to do and you need to get it done in a quick amount of time. Like I said, I use it when I am testing software. I'm sure some people probably use it when they're coding. And Master Raymond has used it in the highest levels of competition. I have used flow state in some of the local level competitions I've done. I've done a few competitions. I haven't done that many. And I can't say that flow state's kept me from being injured. So that's all we've got about flow state. You got anything else you want to say?
No, just use it at the proper time, and just take your time.
And if you're a classically trained or classical trained martial artist, one of the best ways to practice getting in a flow state is doing your forms. Do your breathing and do your forms over and over again, and eventually you'll be able to get into a state of flow with those, and that will start spilling over into other areas of your life. I mean, if you watch people that are really, really good at what they're doing, to where it's like they could be cooking, they could be fixing something, doesn't matter. They can hit that Mushin to where it seems like they're one with whatever it is they're doing. So thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with people that like to talk about the martial arts and peace. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Peace.
Peace.